Also, like, don't insert yourself in guests' personal lives and then make it strange and awkward for them when they come here. Just, be neutral. I don't know. Hello. It's 1:20 in the afternoon of March 8th, 2024, a Friday. And I am in bed right now. I'm in my nightgown and robe and watching a little bit on YouTube this podcast by a guy who died a few years ago. Maybe, he died in February, so 5 years ago. It feels like it was much longer ago, but it also feels like it was just recently. It's a weird dichotomy. I get a little discombobulated because not yesterday, but the day before, I went out of town after work. And that kind of threw me because I work from home. So even though I had a full day of work, and then all of a sudden I had this being in my bonnet, like, I gotta go. So I got ready and I left and I ran errands and I came back home. Now I feel like it's the beginning of the week and that was the weekend. You know what I mean? I try to stick to work, weekdays for work. Now I'm just sitting on the internet trying to figure out, where do I want to go? I want to go to somewhere green with water. I could go to Big Bear, but my regular place that I stay at in Big Bear is run by this couple who made it weird. They made us be friends in a weird way. And then they'll come in and just talk nonstop, which is fine, I guess. But at the same time, last time when I went there and I arrived, the guy was just like, hi, and went into his room. As if you didn't make us be friends the first time that I came here, where you guys sat in my room and talked until I bled from my periods. So it's like, what the hell? And then he was like, no, I didn't know if we were okay or not. I'm thinking, why wouldn't it be okay? Also, like, don't insert yourself in guests' personal lives and then make it strange and awkward for them when they come here. Just, be neutral. I don't know. And then his wife gave herself a chance and came to say hi, sat on the couch, talked about everything under the sun, and then he came, and I was just like, oh my God, it's like what the TED Talk is going on now. And I don't hate it. It's just that, what is it that we're doing? So now I'm like, if I go to Big Bear, do I stay at that place? I probably will, because it tends to be the cheapest, and Mama loves a cheap place. But at the same time, it's like, are they going to make it weird again? You know what I mean? I know they had said two times, my last 2 times there, I've probably only ever been there twice, maybe 3 times. They had said that we should go out to eat. And I didn't know, because they picked this steakhouse. I'm like, I don't usually have like a steakhouse budget. My budget is travel, not necessarily fancy restaurants and all that. So I don't know. So like politely declined. And but like we were cool after that. Their wife gave me a flower to take home with me, which I thought was so sweet. I don't mind, like, I think the wife is more normal than the guy, but then maybe both of them are weird. Or maybe I'm the weird one. Who knows? So I'm like, do I want to go to Big Bear? I don't want to like text them beforehand. I just want to book it if it's available and then go and stay there. It's not it's not from the regular places that you book accommodation from. My thing about it is, there's going to be people sharing their room, but it's never really a main concern for me for some reason. Knock on wood, the few times that I've been there, it has not been overcrowded. There was one time where there's like several beds. So I've been there where there were just two of us in the room. And then I think I was there when there were three of us in the room, but I didn't even get to really meet one of the other two guys. And then there was one time where I can't remember now. I don't know how many times I've been there. So I do remember being by myself in the whole room. So I like romanticize it in my head, probably based on that, because it always works out really nice and like, relaxed. So I'm thinking now, do I want to go there? Oh, I just had a weird intrusive thought of imagining myself with a tire puncture on the road there. The road there is not pretty. It's beautiful views and the road is nice because Big Bear. But at the same time, you don't want to have a tire problem, especially if you're me and you don't, your car doesn't have a spare tire. I really need to work on that. So the more I talk about, also because I was discombobulated regarding the days of the week, I didn't realize that today's Friday already. I was even thinking like, oh, if I went somewhere, I could leave on Friday and come back on Monday. Then I'm like, wait, it is Friday. Oops. So it's not going to be today because my brain wasn't like there. I wanted to work today. So gassy because I took I've been eating sugar-free drinks. Alcohol. What is it? Sugar, alcohol stuff. Kind of just want to sleep and wake up tomorrow. I do have the rest of the afternoon. It would be nice. Sorry. If I had some energy to do a couple listings in my other store because I haven't touched it. And top photographer. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, I wonder if that did record it at all. How do I? That did record that. We found no love in a hopeless place. I don't know. Sometimes my brain can be a little scattered. So in the middle of recording this, I went to Instagram and I checked my stories. By the way, I also what is it called? I also like listened to some of this recording that I'm doing. I do sound like I feel. I sound like I'm laying down on my side, and oh well. Speaking of Istanbul, I won a complaint, and they said they would mail me $500 and something. This wasn't January, it's March. Where is my money, bitch? Like, what the hell? So that's another thing that I need to follow up on. The other thing is this week was okay. Hindsight always being 2020. I think there was a day that I was stuck in my head. And that's actually the day that I ended up having to get out of the house. And I went to the store, and it was nice. It was super windy. I squeezed myself into a dress just before it's too tight on me, just like everything else in my closet. If I had time, I probably should just try on everything in my closet, but that would leave me so depressed. And basically just sell everything and start collecting from scratch. 2 sizes bigger than last year, 4 sizes bigger than the year before, 6 sizes bigger than the year before that. At this particular point, I mean, I'm fast going back to what I was before it all. I checked my YouTube, which I kind of forgot about. I forget that I have a YouTube channel. I completely forgot. Sometimes I remember my blog, but not my YouTube. So I checked both. The blog is almost at 500,000 views, just all on its own. And last month, I had about 10,000 views. So that was interesting. Because when I'm actively blogging, I don't get views. When I'm not, that's when. And the top 2 are from Asia, like Hong Kong and Singapore. Like, what? Then it actually usually is that either Russia, that area, or Asia. Then before that, you know what? I need to go outside and spray the Home Depot, Home whatever. Anyway, I feel like I've been run over by a bull. I'm thinking, should I just go to Vegas again? The pool's open. Cheap accommodation. Sit by the pool. The food is there. Hang out. You're going to have to gamble. But it's usually for me, even Vegas, it's like Vegas is 3.5 to 4 hours away. I usually end up taking 3.5 hours. LA is closer, it's 3 hours, just under 3 hours away, but you can end up taking 5 hours. So realistically, Vegas is closer. Vegas is going to have parking. Vegas is going to be much cheaper for me. So all those things considered, and like all of Vegas is all in, like you can stay in literally one building and not leave it and have your vacation there. Whereas LA, it's like you gotta worry about traffic. You might be stuck in traffic for hours on your way there, on your way back, and your way during, and you gotta worry about parking. You're not gonna get a ticket, but I'm not gonna allow myself to get a ticket. But I don't wanna stress about, did I park at the right place? That whole anxiety-inducing thing of looking for somewhere to park and all of that. And that's why I just usually end up going to Vegas. Honestly. And then, what else do I want to talk about? Nothing really. So I wanted to just touch base on all aspects. There. I was thinking of watching Traders. Maybe I catch up on that. I've been binge watching Beverly Hills Housewives, but I think I've watched up to the part that I want to stop it now. It gets like too dark in a way that I'm not super. It doesn't feel authentic. The older guys that have been there for a long time, you can tell they're playing off to the viewers, and the newer guys are being taken advantage of. So it's like it's stuck in that regard. So I'm like, I was thinking of watching Miami in the beginning. I think of watching Atlanta, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for watching the like game. So maybe I'll watch that and Traders. I don't know. Let's check it out.